Big is back, because bigger is better. 6000 SUX, an American tradition.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers, romancing the sky. Blockbuster video, wow, what a difference.
And now, our feature presentation.
Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it's caused me.
Okay, people can hear us now.
So, after that overlong and very overly flashy intro that I hate, but I made it, so I gotta own it, I welcome you once again to another edition of Riffing Rainbow.
Hooray!
Yes, this is the 5th or 6th time. I know Simul pointed out as soon as I put it in that the numbering was everywhere, so eventually we'll need a hard reboot of this panel. But for the moment, we are in the Riffing Rainbow cinematic universe.
What? You don't want to go? You don't want to go Final Fantasy length with this?
Whoa! Now we're going deep.
I don't see how they can call it a Final Fantasy if there's like 14 of them.
The finalist fantasy.
Now.
The finalists.
Can I be Tifa? I have cleavage.
It'll be just. It'll be. We'll follow the lineage of the. We'll follow the lineage of a lot of different franchises, and then we'll just call it the Final Fantasy, and that'll be fine. Anyway, we've
the Final Destination.
Exactly.
The
Anyway,
Final Prophecy.
we only needed 2 minutes to go completely off course. Anyways, it's
Riffing
Rainbow.
Rainbow when ...
Exactly. So I'm, as always, Thoth Penswell. I'm the less talented half of RiffPonies, as you could clearly see in that credit sequence. Joining me, as always, is Acesential.
Hello, I am Acesential, the artist half of RiffPonies.
He is wonderful. Thank you for joining me in this horrible journey once again, Ace.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking. So next I will next I will introduce another returning veteran of this panel, Forward Progress.
Thank you very much. I'm Forward Progress. You know me from the Keeping Friendship Magic project and all kinds of randomness and saying the word fuff the first time we did this. And I want to thank Bill and Thoth, Light, Glim, Lynch, Glam, Quaid for inviting me to join again.
It's true. Not a problem. And also joining us, also a returning veteran of this panel, Pirate Dash.
Yo, how you doing? I'm Pirate Dash, ready to read it up again. Got a question for all y'all in the stream. Should I bet Troy minus 17.5 at 130? Type yes. If you say yes, type Kevin. If no, say Fuff.
We here at RiffPonies don't endorse gambling. Don't sports gamble. Don't sports gamble.
Cash and tickets, yo.
Speaking of odds, the person who has the best odds of winning this round, once again, another time, is returning multi-champion Simul.
Hello, I'm Simul. Good to be back again. I swear I have not. Well, I won't say I haven't tried to win, of course, but like I don't know why it keeps happening, and I would not mind if someone beat me this time.
Oh, that's a daring challenge. Let's see if it pans out.
That's for later tonight.
Whoa. And returning after missing a few, it is amazing and wonderful to finally welcome back Mr. from TrotCon, Kevin. It's great to see you again, or hear you.
Howdy, folks. My name is Kevin. I do the PR and social media here at PonyFest Online and also TrotCon. I missed the last one. What was the last one? Where was it at?
TrotCon?
Who wants to tell him?
Was it at TrotCon?
It was at TrotCon.
There was a TrotCon and I missed it? Oh, God. Oh, God.
You
oh,
were
jeez.
Our TrotCon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You are TrotCon.
Don't worry.
Anyway.
Phil inserted you into my Mad Libs and everything. So.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I tried to read the story that you guys read last time. I don't really understand it. I think I'm not the hotel anymore. We'll find out. I don't know. The continuity is messing with my brain, but either way, good to be here.
I think I've died twice now, so you can go with that.
All of us have died multiple times. It's Riffing Rainbow. I'm dying inside right now. That counts.
I mean, the Argem universe is very complex and multifaceted, so
it's true.
It's like comic books. There's all different timelines going on at once. You got to be a true fan to keep track of this.
Argem is a brilliant writer, and honestly, if he wanted to write some kind of adaptation of your RPG from last hour, I would not mind that one bit.
Oh my God.
And speaking of
Alagrodaccia Theater.
Speaking of Mr. Argembarger himself, I saved, last but certainly not least, Mr. Argembarger, the man who has continuously brought us and hundreds of people in this fandom together every online convention the last few months to read his masterpieces. How are you doing, Argem?
Hundreds, if not dozens.
Dozens of us.
I'm good. Yeah, feeling jazzed up.
Do you have something for us to read today?
Oh yeah, it's brand new. I just shined it up for you.
Oh.
Wait, we're reading something?
Yes. So, for anybody
I thought we were
who's
just going
not
to talk
familiar,
gambling for the hour.
Mm-hmm. So, to anybody who's not familiar with the joy that is Riffing Rainbow,
that's the word you want to use?
Yes, because it is joy. Feel the joy, Pirate Dash.
We'll do that later tonight.
Okay. So, Riffing Rainbow is where our lovely Mr. Argembarger writes a story. He's written plenty of excellent ones, such as The Spiderses and First Fall of Fernship, but he's written an original one for us, specifically for this convention, and we're going to make some of our guests that we totally did not bribe and or kidnap to show up today to read it and see who can read the longest, and whoever reads the longest, I'm going to put big parentheses around this, well, actually quotations. I'm already losing the concept of grammar. Big quotations around this. Whoever reads the longest wins. So, without further ado, how's about... Who do you say should start here, Ace?
Let us start with... Well, let's start off Simul. He's the one. Okay. He's the reigning champ, so why don't we see how far he can go this time around?
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Alright. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Better read that title, by the way.
Apple emoji. Outs Storius get a bejinging today. In the depthly insides of the sun of the Earth's star, the sun, called Sol the star. Once Apon a right now, a photon got minded out of a star piece, and it is a new baby light. making no cries out at all, because it is not annoying everyone all of every like a real baby is. It brunced all around for...
Oh no.
Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta count.
Good luck.
Have fun with
1,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, I
7
expect
sets.
units.
7 sec. Okay, wait. 4. No, I gotta count. Oh god.
I'll
You-
pause your time here.
No,
Yeah,
don't tell him. Don't tell him. I know what it
Okay,
is.
well, the
but...
beginning would be 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion, trillion, quadrillion. What would be next? Quintillion, sextillion.
Oh, baby.
Septillion. Okay, so 4 septillion, 218
No.
sextillion,
Oh,
575.
Arkham says no.
That's not 4
No,
septillion.
that's not right.
Arkham say no.
All right.
It
Someone else.
doesn't start with
I tried.
septillion.
Jeez. All right, that's 40 seconds to start. You threw us a curveball right at the start, Arkham.
What
You
is
didn't
wrong?
expect
All
me
right,
to
someone
do
do
a
it. I want to
math.
hear what it is. Correct.
All right.
Next person is Kevin.
All right.
Come on. Okay. All right, folks. Let's do some numbers here. 4 sextillion,
Yeah.
218 quintillion,
Yeah.
575 quadrillion,
What did I miss?
Yeah.
623 trillion,
I think you got it now.
275 billion, 852 million, 273,000, and 126.
Are you sure that I didn't get it right? I'm counting it again.
You said septillion.
Yeah, the 4 is in the 7th set of where 3 zeros would be.
Ooh.
No, you had it just
Yeah.
now. Like
Kevin
ones,
did it, got it.
thousands, millions,
Oh,
billions,
God.
trillions, quad, quint, sex.
Okay, wait. 1,000, million, billion,
Riffing
trillion,
Rainbow 7.0,
quadrillion,
fist fighting over
quintillion.
numbers.
What do the numbers mean?
I'm
You gotta
counting
have the
7. I'm
hundreds.
counting 7 sets
The
of...
hundreds is before the thousands, though.
Oh, you're right. I skipped the first. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, I paused your time, Kevin. You were at 27
Okay.
seconds, so you may continue.
That's the number of minutes since the last time I had intimacy with my wife. Anyway, and one
Just turn into a hotel again.
sure, and 1/779th nanoseconds after born, and then flew outway into the space. Almost right away after that, it got to where the plant Earth, where our story is. It flew past the world's best world, and later it hit the red one. It turned red from the red color of the one, and pranged off back into space's deep, void fords. It almost hit a blue one, but it's not easy, like Thoth behind him. So
Damn it.
it didn't, and it go to travel really far for so long that its momly star accidentally made an explode, and it wasn't good, but the photon didn't know because it was a billion years of going fast and also did not have a brain. All's even if it could, it's so fast that it's as faster as the explode, so how would it even see to know? Oh, keep me up at night wondering. It zoomed past lots of boring space, and some moon dreamers saw it fly by, and it made them an idea to make a dream factory. They had build the most beautiful bidling in the galaxy, and they improvised said a song. First, we have to gather the stuff that the dreams are made of. We collect what dreams are made of from the outside galaxy. Next, we have to mix up the stuff that dreams are made of. Dreamgazer stirs them in a secret recipe, and Dreamgazer's potion is called Imagination Combination. Then, Whimsy pours it all in this machine, and out comes a crystal glowing bright. Then it's taken off to a newly minted star, courtesy of our very own Comet Rider Bucky Buckaroo. Then
Missed the word
Celeste.
far.
You missed far.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry.
All right, now.
It's okay.
Well,
It's
shoot.
forward
I'm sorry I
progress.
wasn't singing. I know it was a song, but I just couldn't think. I couldn't think of a melody. My bad.
That was really
You were
good.
great.
That was a good run, though. Yeah, definitely.
2 minutes 49
Up on the
seconds.
number.
You're leading Simul. Embrace the moment.
Embrace it.
Yeah, this is the first. I mean, the last time it'll ever happen.
Song now.
Enjoy it while you can.
You gotta do the whole song in one go.
Oh. All right.
If you mess up during the song, you gotta start the song over.
Whoa. All right. 2 minutes 49 seconds. That's the lead, Kevin.
All right, then. So we're going to forward progress, and what? Do you have to sing the song then? Here we go. Then
I don't. I'm not gonna make you, but you have to do the whole song in one go.
All right then.
Gosh, okay.
So pick up on first. We have to gather.
If you do sing, I think
Now I
you should-
really feel on the spot.
I think you should add like a
Okay.
minute if you do.
All right. First, we have to gather the stuff that dreams are made of. We collect what dreams are made of from the outside galaxy. Next, we have to mix up the stuff that dreams are made of. Dreamgazer stirs them in a secret recipe, and Dreamgazer's potion is called Imagination Combination. Whimsy pours it all in this machine. I hate this song I came up with. And out comes a crystal glowing bright, and it's taken off far to a newly minted star, courtesy of our very own Comet Rider, Bucky Buckaroo. And Celeste
Strong.
brings on the night, and the dream is set in flight. From a star designed by our very own Crystal Star. Did you rhyme star with star? I love you. You'll work together as a team, produce a dream of a dream. Oh, cool, I can stop singing.
Wow.
I think
Truly. Truly Daniel Ingram's greatest work.
Mhm.
Oh wow, you guys got him to write that?
Yeah.
All right then. Continue.
The photon was already 2 light minutes and a half away. The dream singing didn't matter to anyone. Red light piece fell onto a planet where all the other light was fake cartoon light. It obliterated all the cartoon render, leaved a streaky red trail of real light fade behind as a clue. Grass and fake cartoon buildings and fences were in the way, but it didn't hit any of them because lucky. Went to a place where apple and red letters grew right out of the ground, which is fake, based on real happens. Trees all around made a history lunges to block, but it wasn't for concosis effort of leafed twig, just the fake cartoon's wind around and the air. The photon, so lucky, flew in betwexin crows and banshees and around the leaves and into the isa left ball of a cartoon horse, the cowboy hat on, through the nerves rhythmically. Instead of getting transmorphs into brain sigils, it went straight in the brain as a what it is.
Nice.
Apple emoji, apple emoji. Oh no! What happened? Said her sister as she woke up. Her mind ablaze of ideas of crimes against Apple humanity. Apple again in red. Offend y'all all curl up in a fetus's position like you got hurt. She picked up the cowboy hat off the ground and put it on her sister's head and picked her off the ground and dusted her off with horse strategies of dusting other horses. Are you okay?
Clearly not.
got shoved to the ground. Big sister was up and runned amok. Barrels and boxies with lighting's speed, storing all the farm stuff they needed for their busy-sendness. Please stow! Yelled Apple, again in red, Bloom. You are supposed to be a capitalist.
I think I was supposed.
Oh, supposed.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice, but man, wow, I kind of sung, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Hey, I mean, you sang, and you ran 4 minutes 9 seconds on that.
Oh, that's impressive.
It's okay. We'll edit it out in post if you don't feel like it.
Yes. We'll auto-tune. We'll auto-tune you. It's
All right.
okay.
Hey,
You were
okay,
great,
I want to be T-Pain. Let's do it.
Yes.
All right, so we're
I would
moving to
watch
a
that.
pirate
What about
dash.
F-Po? We'll call you F-Po.
So,
All right.
Pirate Dash.
Where am I starting?
Wait, I just want to point out, like, today is Talk Like a Pirate Day, and we have Pirate Dash here.
Oh.
So I'm just
I'm
saying.
not reading this in an accent.
Come on.
No,
No.
Yeah, back me up
Yes.
here.
I'm not writing
Yes.
my throat for this.
Let's not make Pirate.
All right.
Maybe read. How about this? Read one. Here's what I'll say. Can I make a deal with you?
Only if I
Read-
can promote gambling.
I'm just saying, why did you become a pirate if you didn't want to speak like one? You know, like
Read. Here's what I'll say. Read one random line of dialogue. Don't tell us which. Read one
I like
line of
that.
dialogue as a pirate, but
Okay.
don't tell us which one.
Okay, where am I starting?
How about please stow? Yelled Applebloom.
Okay. Please stop!
Okay, we're getting it right out of the way.
Damn straight. Yelled Apple in red letters, Bloom. You are supposed to be a capitalist. Where are you going? Did I fuck up already?
Easy.
Did not mean to say that.
Argam, did he mess up?
I mean, I heard capitalist.
Is that
capitalist.
That's close.
Capitalist. What do you say, Argam? You get the final call.
You just started. We'll let him.
Okay.
All right.
She ran into the house and kick-flipped Granny and Big Mag out the window so no one would get died, only hurt, and made the house light on fire and burned down with arson. All the horses except her were traumated and huddled in...
I was gonna say a little bit less leeway on that.
Yeah.
41 seconds though.
I knew it when I said it.
So that brings us back around to Simul, I believe.
Okay. From all the horses.
You think that's good, Ace?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the horses except her were tremated and huddled in a huddle, trying to avoid their family member who was having mental health issue.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't call the horse cops, even though 100% of the horse cops are actually compassionated, well-trained, with knowing about mental health crisis de-escalation. Because they knew how much their sister hates cops even when she's normal behavior. I sure do hate cops, even the good cops. They remembered her saying all the time, like a catchphrase. They watched their family member run and distract all the other farm buildings until there was nothing left but trees and apples. Then she ran into the woods. They were worried for her, but they were also glad because she was gone, and that's a big stop in the right direction. The narration returned to the cowboy horse as she ran through the woods. She booted hungry critters away from crab apples and pushing dead stuff onto young apple saplings to help fertilize them. She ran for long at a blistered's pace until she heard noises and smelled the grotescuted and macabrely smell of fermented apples wafting from the distance away from her locate. She brinted towed the smell, prepared for kill. Ooh.
Ooh.
Apple emoji,
This is
apple emoji, apple emoji. No one thought about what hit them suddenly, like a secret attack as the apple mad horse destroyed all of the everything. Not all of the everything. Ugh. She turned a tables with flips, knomped over vats of apple blood, kicked fitterers out of horses' mouths, and generally made an incredibly dangerous nuisance out of herself being risky to be around. The cops all stayed away because they know Applejack from other time in past, and if they try to help it will make it woes. Don't want to make it woes.
There was the just.
You skipped the just.
I'm sorry, what did they skip?
You skipped just.
Oh.
Oh no, I did. Yeah. I did.
Such a good run.
It was 2 minutes 47 seconds.
All right.
All right. So I believe Kevin is next.
Yep, it's Kevin. Pick up on the cops all stayed.
All right, I just this is great. Okay. I can't wait because I just know how these panels go. That like there's gonna be
The
like,
chat is just full of apples.
there's gonna be like by the end of this panel some sort of like art of like Applejack saying like a cab. It's gonna be great. Anyway,
This is a weird Applejack episode, man.
Jesus Christ.
It's weird.
Okay, so here we go. The cops all stayed away because they know Applejack from other time in past, and if they try to help, it will just make it worse. She kicked an apple-themed Ferris wheel, which rolled down and crossed the main street, sending horses running everywheres. It crushed tents and merchandise and food carts while not harming any actual apple, even slightly. She ran into Prate Dash, who had just sunk his teeth deep into the flesh of a golden delicious apple. She scrammed and kicked it out of his mouth so hard that a couple of his teeth were still
Oh God!
as it rolled away, which was okay because they were fake teeth. It's okay, guys. It's
okay.
They were fake. Don't
It's
worry.
all right.
This is why Applejack is the worst background pony.
And the chat goes wild.
Just wait, though.
Bring
Just
it!
wait. Because the pain was real, though, and Pirate Dash rolled around in pain because of how strong the pain he was feeling was hurting him in the mouth. Ow, my mouth and face! He yelled, rolling around and complaining, not showing even the slightest bit of gratitude for getting to be a horse again today. Far better to be a horse kicked in the mouth than a non-horse reading about it, was
Thank you,
the
Applejack.
saying of the times, and
We sure about that?
and Pirate Dash was not respecting the shared cultural construct, and his friends felt embarrassed to be around him and walked away to let him suffer as a pariah for the rest of his life.
Brutal.
This Applejack
Shit,
episode's
did I
getting
bet
real
2.5 on Louisville?
Wow. Good lord. All right.
Oh no.
Applejack followed the apple as it rolled down the street, and when it finally came to a rest, she picked it up, pulled Pirate Dash's teeth out of it so they wouldn't get embedded any further, and carefully set it down again. Once the apple was okay and sincere, the bloodlust re-overtook her again, just in time to look up and see Simul sipping an apple genie.
Yeah. It's sincere, but that word was secure.
Oh shoot!
Oh
really?
no.
What did I say? Did I say sincere?
You're so
and
into
even
it, Kevin.
well right and everything.
Wow, that's
The
amazing.
thing, you play this game long enough and real words start to look wrong.
It's true. It really is.
Okay, forward progress pick up on once the apple was okay.
Okay, well now I gotta think of a clever way to say apple. Okay.
Yep, this is the contest now.
Yep.
All right. All right. Let me compose myself.
Sure. If that's what you want to call it.
And scene. Okay.
Oh god.
Once the apple was okay and secure, bloodlust re-overtook her again. Just in time to look up and see Simul sipping an apple teeny.
Yummy.
50 proof nightmare incarnate.
Ooh.
Akin to ponies bringing drinking straws
God.
to a funeral home to sip from the embalmed.
What's happening? What's happening?
Apple deserves such a cruel fate. Did a very athletic flip over Simul and kicked him in the back of the head,
Ow.
killing him and his war crime. So hasty, Simul muttered, licking a muddy apple-flavored alcohol puddle before passing out. Don't worry, we'll be okay. The hangover will be extra bad.
Keep
It's
that in
not
mind, Simul.
It's not an alcohol puddle. It's Choco transformed into one.
Oh, that's some weird TF though.
Okay. Love you, Choco. Anyway,
Yeah.
Evan was next on the list.
The list.
Okay, does anybody else picture a Kill Bill style list right
Yes.
here? 'Cause
Yes.
I am. Okay.
Go.
Evan was next on the list, but he's a perfect angel and never even hurts fruits and vegetables, let alone animals. He wasn't even at Cider Fest because he was at home knitting a blanket for you the reader, grandma, or someone else who is frail who you care about because they get cold in the fall time. And Kevin makes super toasty cozy blankets because he's good at doing that and good at helping people before they even realize they need help.
Oh.
Anyway, check me out in the vendor hall, guys. We gotta
Yeah.
send off. Come buy my
Shameless
blankets.
plug.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a fever dream with this. Continue
Made now
forward.
to the Kevin Quilt
Every channel
Foundation.
like this.
Come
Fever
see
dream.
Kevin's blanket statements.
Oh, there's a pun.
Good, I get to talk about myself now. Okay.
Talk about yourself.
Forward progress, however, was being a deviant.
You deviant.
It took 2 seconds. With a giant mashing vat of applesauce, had attracted a crowd of loyal fans who loved watching his saucy antics. They
Very
tried
nice.
to stop Applejack from getting to him. Though their numbers were vast, muscles and bones were wakened, a shrivel from only ever sitting around watching.
Ooh. You may have overpronounced that forward.
Did that actually shrivel? Simul
This
was
is the
right.
town.
You assume that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is now
2 minutes 18 seconds.
It is
Pretty
now
good.
Pirate Dash. Pick up on, let's see. Their muscles and bones.
Well, I gotta come up with my special way to say apple now.
Yep.
Do it like a pirate. Do it like a pirate.
No. Their muscles and bones were wakened and in a shrivel from only ever sitting around watching Fowad's apple sauce related filmography all the time.
Filmography, I like that. Magicography.
All the time. And Apple Jack shoved them all as a big clump into the vat, pushing all of them and it off the Ponyville's famous town cliff.
Ah, yes.
I'll meet you at the old town cliff there, bud.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know.
Go ahead.
Everyone fell off the cliff with the 4-ton vat of apple sauce tumbling around them. But no one was hurt, and even though forward progressives got washed into the river and out to sea and onto a deserted island where no one would ever be able to witness the perfection of his craft again, except for the helmet cabs who would watch him perform a hollow rendition of his previous life's work using some crushed up coconut. He was fine too. Hours of chaos and destruction ensued before the only trace of the cider festival left was splinters and cinders, all apple within the range of apple. What?
You didn't say splinters.
You said splinters, apparently.
Ah!
Close.
Okay.
A minute 25.
It is now Simul. Pick up on Hours of Chaos and Destruction.
Okay. Hours of chaos and destruction ensued before the only trace of the cider festival left was splinters and cinders. All apples within the range of Applejack's sensory perception were safe and sound, so the dread force of rage controlling her body and mind eased up, leaving her physically exhausted. She had forgotten the feeling of fatigue because she is so strong and muscular from all of the apples she is always hauling around. The unfamiliar sensation washed over her and she closed her eyes. The darkness slowly coalesced into an infinite fractal pattern of apples. Apple emoji, apple emoji, apple emoji, apple emoji. The shifting cyclopean structure of apples rolled over Applejack's mind's eye. She saw apples peeling and quatering themselves spontaneously. Apple juice and seed flew everywhere as she tried to comprehend what she was seeing, where she was. But it was no use. She succumbed to the mads, which is, of course, generally of the gibberly variety. One of the apples turned into Bad Apple, the mascot for human food Applejacks.
Maxot.
Here...
Ooh.
Huh? Sorry?
A mascot.
Oh,
Maxot. Okay.
Maxot. Darn, I should have got that one.
Okay. It is now Kevin's turn.
That was a minute 40, by the way.
All right.
Pick up on one of the apples.
I'm very worried because I don't know if I've never actually known what the viewer can actually see in terms of the words, if anything. But I'm watching right now, and Argembarger is just like changing things ahead of us. So
no, they can see it. They've commented.
They can see it. Okay, I've never actually watched this on the panel.
They're having a fun time.
Anyway,
and I love watching it.
So very worried to see what's going to happen here. Anyway, here we go. One of the apples turned into Bad Apple, the maxot for the human food Applejacks. Here I come, I am not cinnamon. Instead, before being jumped off of by a cartoon frog and exploding into the goddess. Did I get out? Close? Is it even close?
Actually, I think that's a thorn, so I think it's Ithun.
That's not a thorn. A thorn is like the little bee-looking thing, isn't it?
Luan.
Hey, at least it's not Zalgo text.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arkham, for not going that far.
I don't know what.
Don't give him ideas.
My gosh, it's an actual goddess associated with apples.
So point is,
just Googled it. It really is.
I'm assuming I got
did
this
your
wrong
homework.
regardless. Please confirm.
I was thinking.
Arkham, what do you say?
It is the Norse god of apples. That's great. Or goddess.
Goddess Eden?
Is that what it? So I got it wrong, right?
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Okay, thank you.
He done. I see it now.
Understandable.
So weird.
Stay.
Jeez.
Edun or Idun? Edon.
But you're Googling stuff as we read, so I can't really do anything to stop you.
More like I done with this.
Oh, he did the thing.
Okay,
That's
let's see.
safe.
Forward progress, pick up on... he said before being jumped.
All right. Said before being jumped off by a cartoon frog and exploding into the goddess Edon, gabbed the frog, which turned into an apple, and pulled Johnny Appleseed out. Apples are great, he said. Seeds pring way out his mouth while he talked and all over coalescing a swilling vortex. Will am tell. Is that like Will I Am mixed with William Tell? Because it's beautiful. Will M. Tell popped out and shot arrow directly into an apple that had landed on Applejack's head. Applejack felt a whoosh of the arrow and the spray of the juice. To TruckCon, she heard Kevin from TruckCon say behind her. He had caught the apple arrow with incredible skill and pulled it out and tossed the apple back to Applejack. It was intercepted by QT Marshall.
What's happening?
Applejack's favorite wrestler took a bite. I love apples, he said, biting it again. Speckily eating them, because that's what they're for.
Thank you, QT Marshall.
Applejack tried to the wisdom of those words. Apple dumping from Strawberry Shortcake showed up, said apples are great for cooking too. You can use them in so many recipes. She unzipped her face. What? Where's that David Lynch? Like, this is why you were David Lynch, isn't it?
What's a strawberry shortcake?
She
like Kevin
unzipped her
McLaughlin,
face and
brilliant.
apples poured out from behind it. Behind the apples was Apple, the hamster from the game where you cross animals.
I think I know what game they're talking about.
Yes.
Colts
Cross-
of Duty.
Okay, cross
Duty.
animals makes it sound like breeding. Like it's just...
Oh,
Okay.
Animal
There
has
are apples in my where I'm from too, and we eat them all the time. It's okay. Applejack turned away, shocked, and stared into the eyes of Tim and Steve Apple, who had been lurking behind her for a while.
oh
He threw a compute at her. It hit her in the forehead, and she knew she needed a doctor, but accepted that she would never find one in this place.
Oh.
Oh.
That's sad. Poor Applejack. A snake raped around her
Ooh.
wound.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that pronunciation.
Maybe no.
forward.
Okay,
Raped.
no, that just...
I was thinking rock.
Rap.
Yeah.
Or Raped, maybe.
Raped.
Still, there is no single correct wrong way to do it. So.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you say, Argem?
The second I said it, I regretted it. I feel bad, everyone.
Go to the shame corner.
It's edgy what you did, so I think we should give you a chance, and you can keep going.
Oh. Give it another shot. Let's rewind, rewrite history. Now, how is that word
Right.
pronounced?
Now,
Howard?
this is gonna be what gets cut in post, right? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take it out in
Snake
post.
Raped
Yeah.
around her wound, and a lady came up and bit an apple and stayed immortal. Oh, I know where this is going. And put some clothes on. Apples teach us modesty and intelligence, the snake hissed. So how cool is that? Oh my god. That sounded like a big
Like, all right.
An Applejack. Wait, that apple isn't red.
Ooh.
Oh no!
He's going back and changing it.
Oh! See, I had thought that Arkham just like control F'd all instances of the word
I
apple.
wish.
Maybe not.
Google Docs isn't that fancy, apparently.
Come on, Google Doc. Let's get with it.
Now that it's in the correct color, Applejack already didn't like him. Didn't have much time to reflect on the difference between fruit and evil.
I mean, I can't tell the difference.
When suddenly she was surrounded by Tom Zahler, Tony Fleeks, Heather Brackle, and Bobby Knau. Tonight, the apple shall live, they intoned.
My God.
Chris showed up with a
Good.
golden apple. Don't eat this, she said.
Reverse
It's
psychology.
dangerous. Not as dangerous as my apple, said Queen Grimhild. Who had a more regular looking apple. What? Are you serious? Eris said, my apple destroys whole civilizations. Yes, but Min is poison.
Good.
Grimhild and Eris ran away, knowing shed lose. Ah.
Ooh.
Okay, got me there.
Okay.
With it.
Good run.
Good run. That is 4 minutes 26 seconds. So I believe you topped your previous time.
Also, does anyone else
Question
visualize?
mark?
Does anyone else visualize Eris from Billy and Mandy? When
Yes.
Eris is
Yeah.
here? Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Wasn't,
Immediately.
but now I am, and it is all I want.
Okay. The new top time's 4 minutes 26 seconds by Forward.
All right.
So
Nice. That's a big time to beat. Jeez.
Pirate Dash pick up on yes, but mine is poison.
Yes, but mine is poison, said Grimhilda, and Eris ran away, knowing she'd lose, and dropped her apple,
great.
which rolled and grew limbs and became Nyango Star and rocked out on a drum kit, partaking the moral that apple can rock. The good music made Ellie from Lotus Land Story show up and dance in silhouette. She
Just stop
This
it.
is the one that always gets me! 3 W the apple,
Good.
and it fell and made Isaac Newton know what gravity was. Thoth said, wow, what a dummy who doesn't know about gravity. And Acesential said, you're always right like usual, boss. William Seward Burroughs II showed up and shot William Tell from earlier for being a show-off, and everyone applauded before realizing he made a murder, and then everyone freaked out, and indescribable chaos.
Come on, it's a normal word.
The normal indescribable.
No, it's indescribable.
Just
seriously,
indescribable.
The normal words, I think, has tripped up all of us.
I know. I
Yeah.
want to know how many times today, like the
You
normal
second
word is
guessed
actually
it.
tripped us
You're
up.
like, there's no way that's right, right?
Wow, what a,
Exactly.
wow, what a dummy who doesn't know about gravity.
That's
Say it all the time.
you're right. You're always right
Idiot.
like usual, boss.
Thanks, Ace.
Gravity.
There are some great memes going on in the chat now,
A minute,
guys. I'm
a minute
telling you.
35. Okay.
Simul pick up on
Great.
William Seward Burroughs.
Okay. Was that up on the last page?
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Wait, I
Sorry.
see that in the chat forward, and I'm getting it now.
Right? Oh shit! Oh man! Tenth
What?
fate, and I am sorry to everyone and
Oh,
your
there it is.
ears.
All right, I found it. Sorry. So from William Seward Burroughs.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. William Seward Burroughs II showed up and shot William Tell from earlier for being a show-off, and everyone applause before realizing he made a murder. It takes a second to register. And then everyone freaked out and indescribable chaos. Applejack shut her eyes in scared. When everything was quiet, moments later, she opened the eye and saw a worm in a sneaker who said, "It's so much fun to be eating apples, and also driving some like a car or living in one like a house." Applejack clenched her brain to try to understand. She clenched it so much that it fixed her early onset dementia and... Wow. Then Gerald Smith said...
Gerald Smith!
Hungry for apples?
Oh.
Fuff.
Oh.
There it is.
I want to die. No, don't clap that. No, don't applaud. No.
I'm sorry,
No.
don't. Apple laws? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know which one I just like worse.
Apple emoji, apple emoji, apple emoji, apple emoji, apple emoji, Applejack woke up normal and was fine. Her family made Scootaloo rebuild the orchard. It was all everything fine, and no one confronted or questioned her, and there was no consequences because apples rule. And blood may be thicker than water, but apples float in water and sink in blood. Try at home. I didn't know about that. That seems a little irresponsible.
We here at RiffPonies do not endorse trying that at home.
And no one wants to go bobbing for values when it comes to family.
Actually
Apple
ended on a
emoji.
sweet statement there that no one wants to go bobbing for values when it comes to family.
That sounds like an idiom.
It does.
Yeah.
Hey,
Turn
there we
that-
go.
we could turn that into like a motivational poster.
No one. Just like you missed 100% of the shots you didn't take.
Apple emoji.
You know who said that?
Michael
Jordan
Scott.
said that.
Wayne
We went
Gretzky.
to two different Michaels. We went to two very different Michaels.
So I think, let's see here. So I think did we all survive? I think that Pirate Dash just lost his teeth. Simul just got hit in the back of the head.
I just had a hangover.
That's right. I'm on a deserted island.
I got a new catchphrase.
You threw shade on Isaac Newton.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I did.
does
Wait a
that?
minute.
Come on.
What's the thing I always say? Hold on, I need to scroll back. What's the thing I always say? Oh, wow, what a dummy! Who doesn't know about?
You always right like
Who
usual,
doesn't
boss.
know about gravity? Oh, what a dummy who doesn't know about gravity.
Now,
That's
here's
me.
the question. Is anyone on this panel using an Apple computer?
Ooh,
Oh.
how many apples?
Anyone? I guess not.
Good.
Oh, so we're all
more
using
apples.
good computers. Okay, got it.
Oh, it's true though.
Snap.
Okay.
All right.
They worked.
So-
They didn't cost $3,000.
So here's what we got. We got about 20. Jeez, we're memeing hard here. So we got about 25 minutes left.
Can we
I'm thinking-
read the Wikipedia page of William Seward Burroughs?
Can I dish out gambling advice?
No. Okay, here's what I'm going to suggest, and you are all free to vote or not. I have First Fall of Fernship open, and Simul is currently 1 minute 40 seconds in. So, what I'm thinking is, do we want to continue into First of All and see if anybody can top forward Progress's time?
What would be the alternative?
To sit here
We could
and talk about apples for another 20 minutes.
I kind of like the latter.
Do you?
We could. I guess
Yeah.
we could answer some questions or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, questions!
Wow, for the first time, do a Q&A?
Usually we like run right up against the end of it, and like Argembarger or Acesential has to like read for like at double speed or something. This is
It's
great.
true.
All right, let me go ahead and open the questions channel.
Okay. I don't know
I'm kind of
what's
scared
happening.
of what kind of questions we're gonna get after this now. But-
Okay.
Ask all your Apple-related questions, or for me, ask some blanket-related questions because I make them now.
Also,
Or
Apple-related accessories.
So, question, really quick, before we answer some more questions. Does this mean that forward progress wins?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, good job.
Forward progress
Good
wins.
I've been
Am I being
dethroned.
happy about this?
Be happy.
Oh, I am. I thank you. I guess. I will take my prize. Of
W.
nothing, and I will enjoy it here. Thank you again to Lynch, Starlight, Glim, Glam, Quaid,
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
and
Fry should
Okay.
be an apple, I think.
Ace.
Go buy
I
yourself a
love
nice
you.
apple on us.
Okay, I'm reading a few. I'm reading a few already, so I'm gonna try and keep up with this.
Okay.
When will the pain and suffering end? Argum, answer that.
Tomorrow?
Okay, that's question answered. Choco Pony's asking, can you TF me into apple cider? Ace.
Choco, that's
No.
your job.
Fair enough. Taylor is asking, Kevin, will your blankets be available at TrotCon next year?
No.
Oh.
Because I know this fandom and they will hold me to it, and then like
They
I'll
will.
get there and they're like, "Hey, where's your blankets?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that joke from
No.
like 9 months
Plus,
ago."
how do you expect Kevin to fit all those blankets inside of himself?
That's
It's true.
that's also a good point.
I'd
Freezing.
rather buy some of the T-shirts we made in TKO.
Oh yeah, those things.
guys, in all seriousness, if you want good blankets, hit up Traveling Pony Museum.
That's true.
They sell some awesome blankets, and if somebody wants to do an image of Kevin to put on a blanket, I wouldn't say that that's be a bad thing.
We are going to
Dear
dress
God.
up We're going to dress up Kevin as TrotCon's grandma next year.
Kevin TrotCon Grandma Blanket Dacky.
I love it.
I believe. Well, no.
My wife will definitely want to buy that. That'd be great.
Okay, red apples or green apples?
Green.
That's not an answer. Red.
Red apples.
Yeah. You know what apple is red and delicious?
Red.
Not
delicious.
delicious.
Oh,
There is a joke I can make right now, but I probably should not.
No.
Lego Dev asks, will you be
Hold
releasing
on.
the fanfic Argum?
Yeah, eventually.
There you go.
Eventually.
Oh,
Yeah. Shockbox. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen apple?
what do you mean, African or European?
I don't know that. There we go.
that.
Okay. BPD.
Fuck.
BPT asks, how high is Argembarger when he writes these stories?
Very rude to ask.
Always.
I'm sober.
Oh.
I always
Completely sober.
Do you need to stop eating mushrooms and go to therapy?
Like,
No, that's
wait,
me.
is that comforting or scary?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey Kevin, why are you so good at tweeting?
Wow,
Answer that, Kevin.
Wow, Kevin, I'm so happy you asked that. Thanks. It's good to hear. It's good to hear from a fan.
Been appreciated.
The answer is I stay up late scheduling tweets, and my wife is mad at me.
Aw. That's how you're good at tweeting.
Yes, I use that. I use that energy and burn it for the journey ahead.
You can be mad at a perfect angel.
What is? I'm reading some of these. Does anyone really? Does anyone really win here, or is it just a different kind of shame?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, Simul? Because you've won so many times here.
Oh boy. I think it's just a little bit of both, Little column A, little column B.
There you go. Let's see. What else do we got?
Oh, my favorite.
And now
is-
you're asking questions.
My favorite is Labaru's
What's
question.
the next question?
Why?
Why? Pirate Dash, would you take Miami? Minus 2.5 against Louisville tonight.
Remember, audience, if you have
would. That is a good line. I'm getting minus 109 right now. You parlay that with +3 Louisiana. Oh, you get a good bet.
All right.
remember, guys, if you have questions, it's bitrate
5
stage
units.
questions. That's the channel you want to go to.
Yes, if you're going to ask questions, go to bitrate stage questions. That's the
Starlight
place where you
Fluff
can
Princess
ask.
asked
right below
favorite
regular berries.
apple-related dessert.
Favorite apple-related dessert? Apple pie or apple crumble.
Apple pie.
I like a good. Actually, you know what's good is an apple brown Betty. Believe it or not, that's pretty good.
Ooh.
I like fritters.
Oh, I've never tried that actually. I should try that.
Fritters are good though.
Well, apple fritters are good. Turnovers, apple turnovers are awesome too.
Pirate Dash Mod asks the question: Simul, will you cosplay main event?
No.
I heard a no in there.
Well, no, if I wanted to, I couldn't because I don't have any of the stuff. It's all with Shelby. So,
what is some of the stuff you described?
There's a wig involved. There's like a big frilly dress, a clipboard, I believe.
You do the clipboard.
I had one of the more easier costumes to wear for BronyCon.
I'm sure you could get that stuff at Goodwill.
Thoth,
Beatles had to
Taylor
deal with-
has asked pressing question for you. Will you cosplay Starlynch Glimmer?
I don't know how to do
already
that.
is!
I already am, to be fair. Because I'm...
In quinoa.
We're making quinoa! I love it.
I love
David
Lynch so much.
I do too. I made a character in the last panel, an RPG character, literally named Starlight Glimmer, but it's also David Lynch.
Thoth, there's
That
a
was their
question
name.
for you.
Cooper,
Is
you
there-
remind me of a young chihuahua.
I love it. Someone who gets my David Lynch references now.
Okay, here's a good question. If you blend a pancake and drink it, are you drinking a pancake
Ugh.
or are you drinking pancake juice?
I don't like that. You have to put syrup in it too.
I'd rather drink the batter.
But that's got like raw eggs in it and stuff.
No, it doesn't.
Vanilla.
Not if you like that bottle of Bisquick.
Bisquick stuff?
Yeah, you buy the bottle of Bisquick, you pour the water in, you shake it up, and then just start chugging that like you're a sad alcoholic.
All right, we'll save that for next panel, I guess.
Yeah.
The winner gets
I like
to
how
chug.
this is...
If I'm invited as a community guest to Everfree, will you let me do that on stage?
Oh my god. Hey,
I'll get back
Argam,
to you.
while we're answering these questions, write something for us to read, if you would like.
I've got a question for forward programs. Can
Programs.
Can you check your DMs?
Oh, yes, I can. Oh,
Thank you.
Kevin's sending you his blankets.
Yes.
Oh.
I need you to buy my blanket.
If you were a worm in an apple, what would you say? So, this is funny because I live in Washington, and our governor recently tried to give some apples to people as some outreach thing for COVID or the wildfires we're having. But then the apples turned out to be infested with apple maggots. He had to apologize.
Shocker!
Oh no. Kevin, would you be happy if I buy your blanket?
Yes, it will be my first sale.
Oh.
It's someone asked earlier how big my blanket is, and it's the size of a handkerchief, but I promise it will make you happy.
That blanket sounds like it's made for ants, but even ants need blankets.
Why is everything bigger and 8?
Oh, he did the thing.
If you guys like blankets, I think the Everfree website, we still have some of those Marina ones left.
Ooh,
well.
that's a pretty good
People
one.
love her. They really love her.
Marina's a good mascot.
How does it feel being the creators of the biggest meme in PonyFest? I feel dead inside.
I don't know.
It's one of those things Thoth and I legitimately have had conversations about because every time that we apply to do panels at conventions, especially when you're community guests and stuff, you end up having to submit a little blurb about yourself, just a little who I am. And now we really
Who am I?
debate about whether or not we should include the fact that we
Kevin, no.
do we even put that? Is that something we want to admit to?
Yeah.
We started the phenomenon.
It's true.
In all seriousness, it's fun that we all were a part of this. With this group here, it's cool that just a random word in a story came this whole thing. So it's really cool, but it's also just kind of weird too.
I mean, I would tilt the question mainly towards Argem because to give you guys a little bit of backstory, when we read First Fall for the first PonyFest online, we had not talked to Argembarger. We kind of just Riffing Rainbow was a thing we just did with his work because it's wonderful work. And after PonyFest 1, after all the Fuff stuff went around, it was like, what are we going to do for, like, if we want to do this panel again? Because there's no way we're reading the story again. So I contacted Argem, and Argem, you can speak for it if I don't approximate it, Argem, but it felt like you had no clue how big this had exploded in the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only channel of communication you had to reach out to me was like film fiction, and I barely checked that. So it took a while for me to notice, and then it was like, let's do a little collab. It'll be cool. Like, I had no idea it was like an existing thing with like a history, and that was a big surprise. But it's been a blast. Like, I really. I'm grateful you guys like my shit so much. I'm sorry.
Hey, I mean, it's been great having you as part of these because you are, like I keep telling people, you're the one that makes these masterpieces and puts us through torture, but it's really good torture. And it's been great because you could have easily, because the thing is, you could have easily just written one and then that would have been the end of it, but you've been along the ride helping us develop new ways to twist this panel and new ways to entertain the people out there and to make it even more fun than it previously was. It was already a lot of fun, but now it seems like there's more places to go with it, and that's a lot of it is thanks to you. You're the one who wrote it. You're the one who helps develop it with us. Basically, what I'm saying is that we love you, Argem. That's what we're saying.
Almost warms my heart.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, like, this is literally, I'm gonna get sentimental for like 2 seconds, but this is how I met Thoth and Ace.
After 2 seconds.
It's true.
I didn't. It was at what? PonyCon 2016 or 17.
I think so.
Yeah, and
2017.
Did Riffing Rainbow with First Ball and Spiders and I just was, unwitting other panelists at the con walked into this panel and like now look at us here all these years later.
Yeah, I mean. I don't think any of us could have predicted it. And it's not... I remember, what was it? After the first panel and after all of you out there in the chat, I'm talking to you, this is a fourth wall break, started posting Fuff everywhere. I remember Ace saying to me that we should look into merchandising it, and I laughed it off. And then everybody merchandised it.
Yeah. Fuff the breakfast cereal. Fuff the flamethrower.
The kids love this
that one.
Yes.
The real money from the convention is made.
Exactly.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to sell apples that have written the word Fuff on with Sharpie.
Yes.
No.
By the way, guys, there is a lot of Fuff merch out there and bitrate merch and stuff from different vendors, so make sure you go send them your support as well.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
That's kind of why we do the whole event, is to help those guys out.
Exactly.
The vendors are amazing, and artists and the fandom artists I have so much respect and love for, and like seriously, if you have extra to give, people make this amazing stuff and put it out there for all of us, and if you can support them, so.
It's true. Like Simul said, it really is all about supporting them, and that's part of the reason why we're here reading horror stories for your entertainment. It's to entertain you, to bring everybody in, but also to make sure that you buy merchandise, which, as Simul said, there is a ton of merchandise out there now with Fuff all over it.
Yep.
And support all those people.
One other note on that, just because I know I've seen some people get confused. This con is kind of like ScrollCon, because there's so many dang channels that you have to get through. If you're having trouble finding the vendors, they're down near the bottom. You have to kind of scroll through the channel list, and there's a section there that says Vendor Hall, and every vendor has their own channel in there, but just scroll past the panel stuff, and you'll find it there.
Yeah, it's true. And if you buy Fuff things and you come to any of us with it at when physical convention's gonna happen again, I'll yell, but I'll sign it. I don't know. It's gonna devalue it. It's gonna devalue it. But,
we'll appreciate the value of your merch for free.
We'll do it.
Yeah, well, it's my signature. It'll increase value for all of you. All of you will increase the value. Me, it's like, why?
One of these days, we're gonna teach you to like yourself because we love you.
Never.
There's a little. You can go to the bottom of the story.
There's an apologue.
There is an apologue. Simul, you were stopped at a minute 40 seconds. I don't know if you'll be able to top that with the amount of time, with the amount of text that there is left, but we shall see.
We'll see what we can do. I'll just read it really slowly, you know.
I don't know if that's cheating or not. That's up to Argem, but
all right.
Argem
is currently typing like in the middle of. Okay.
Yep.
We're good. Okay.
It's fair game.
Oh gosh, they're all emojis now.
All right, here we go. Apologue. Applejack woke up the next day feeling fresh as a apple. The new ore card was shining glimmery like freshly polished apple, and Scootaloo still had lots of work to do, so Applejack went outside to make the encorg for Scootaloo's work motivation. Granny Sith, oh no, it's Palpatine.
Art now! Now!
Kip,
wow.
How are you? Never make it. Power, y'all.
Okay. Granny Sith recovered immediately because she is a tough old apple, and Big Max was hospitalization bills into debt. Oh no. And had to make Scoot-Aloo make them so much more money than before. Apple Bloom was scared of her sister because of traumas, and it took lots of therapy before she was in recover and could have tussed in others again. Piper Dash eventually went to
Rowdy Piper Dash
to become a dentist to fix their own teeth because no one associante in collabo with someone like that guy, and he needed a dentist.
Oh, wow.
Simul's hangover never ended, and he succumbed after 7 months of terribly painful, open parenthesis. Oh. Sad.
Oh.
Forward progress. Married a crabs and became the king crab. Oh, well, good for you. Congrats. Forward.
Okay, Progress has crabs.
Crab rave in the chat. Do it. Time.
Yay!
Okay, so my fiance is sitting right here with me, and she can't stop laughing. You've made her one happy girl.
Progress has crabs.
You're married king crab.
Babe, are you gonna be okay if I bring home some crabs?
Okay.
And there's the crabs in the chat. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I've got cream
Good.
crab right here. Oh dear gods.
All right.
Continue,
Kevin
Simul.
ascends to godhood and overthrows the big cop every night when he goes to bed and remakes the universe fresh from scratch. Includes Thoth and Ace, who as previously estimated are gods but not as god as Kevin. Gotcha.
As God.
Applejack ate apple until her apple disease disintegrated her apple with apple, and her apple fell off and appled in apple until apple came with an apple, and apple it all into Appleivian. The apple.
Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna do some quick math here. So yes, quick math. So that was originally a minute 40 before we stopped, and that was 2:40 where we stopped just now. So somebody help me do math here.
420.
420. Yeah.
I mean, yes, I totally planned that.
Really is.
But it was 9 seconds off of 4 words.
Aww.
So if you had plus 200 for the field, you cashed your tickets.
I'm okay. I'd rather have the meme number than another victory. It's all right. I'll give it the forward.
And we will
He's
do this.
continuing.
No, he put in one more thing to give it 9 seconds.
Oh wait, really?
It's a matter of does Simul want to retain the crown or does he want to be beaten?
This has become a sham.
It's like 4 characters. It's not gonna take. Oh wait, there's more. Okay. All right, I'll see if I can catch pace with Argam here. P, apple. There is some impotent secrets behind this story. All is as it seems, but isn't why you think it was. The apple that came from Eris' hand fell into a dimension where the people found it. They brought it to Thoth, who said, "What kind of apple is this that you bring me?"
I say it all the time.
They supplicant know what to say to a god, so they all died.
Yeah, good.
Thoth took the apple and looked at its gleaming surface.
Yeah.
He taught about a historical revealing of past apple time, and it male a strom to
I don't know.
beg
Let's becoming whoosh.
a apple to wow his friend Ace.
Aww.
Yay.
Ace thought it was very sweet, like a honey kisp apple. High forward his friend Thoth because of Hoof doesn't have thumb.
Who doesn't have thumb?
They went to their god house where they play pool all night. Kevin was there because he's cool, like the cool guy Thoth would want to be. Inspirational. Kevin put on his spectacles and read from a magazine that I can't talk about because this is a PG event.
Oh, you're talking about Reader's Digest.
Yeah.
Or People.
I'm a big Home and Gardens fan. But,
yeah.
How is highlights, Kevin?
It's really good this month. You have to resubscribe.
Did Goofus and Glant finally make out?
At long last.
Please tell
All right,
me.
someone else take over.
Is the hidden pictures easy?
So Argam, you have 1 minute to finish this off. So wrap up our story here. Who wants to finish off?
I think we got 6 minutes, right?
Do we?
Depends on how much of a proper goodbye you want to do.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll wrap it up here real quick. Who would like to read against I guess Argembarger here?
Sure, I'll go for it.
Go.
Where's it at? Apples are great. Apples are cool. If you don't like apples, then you are a fool.
I think you're missing some, yeah.
They all had friends and grandmas over to hang out.
You skipped.
Oh,
Come on.
I swear to God, I did not see that. I did not see that. I swear to God. I thought
What kind of goof doesn't know how gravity works? I say it all the time.
Do you want
That's my catchphrase.
This is a 5-minute warning, so we do have 5 minutes left.
Okay.
I'll start from the top then. I swear I didn't see it.
It's okay. Go ahead.
They all had friends and grandmas over to hang out with them and did family-friendly activities like playing apples to apples. I have one mentee to finish all of this stores, so if you think you want to know the secret, here it is. Apples are great. Apples are cool. If you don't like apples, then you are a fool. Apples make me. Apples make you. Everyone's apple are making them apple. And apples for pies and apples for guys. It makes me realize an apple surprise. If apples can be, if apples are pea, then you ate an apple and you can be free.
Who wants to get that tattooed?
Yes.
The whole thing.
Someone needs the whole fic. The entire fic.
Just you need your whole back as a canvas, and
why are apples pea?
So
the world needs to know.
To cap this off, I want to ask Argam, what was your inspiration here for this Applejack's? I shouldn't even say Applejack. This Apple-centric episode.
Cocaine.
Marshall.
What?
QT Marshall. Jack's favorite weapon.
I was forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I was like, oh, yeah, I see it.
It's fall time, apples are in season, trying to just, I'm trying to be thematic and topical here. I don't know what you want.
Buddy just said in the chat, this is Nobel-worthy material.
It is. It's true. Seriously, thank you, Argam, because this was wonderful once again.
And nobody's allowed to perform it at Cider Fest.
Ooh. That's because we have to be there. That's not a promise. Yeah. We need to get approved for it. So, I don't know.
Charlie, do it, you coward.
Hey, Charlie,
2 minutes.
And that's on wax. Okay, 2 minutes left. So I basically, what we'll do is I want to cap this off with thank you to everybody, all of you out there on the stream who tuned in once again for Riffing Rainbow. Hopefully it was worth 90 minutes of your life. I hope so. I want to thank all of you that came here today. I want to thank who I have to thank. I'm going to thank Simul. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again, as always.
Not a problem. Thank you, Pirate Dash.
Anytime, Dennis Quaid, Star Glim, Dennis, John Cena.
That's me. That's me.
Da-da-da.
Thank you, Kevin, for rejoining us once again. It's lovely to have you back and hear your voice again.
I'm drunk.
And how? Thank you. Thank you, Forward, for joining us once again and for winning this time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me. I'm actually very happy that I joined. It was quite the experience yet again.
If you had taken the entire convention off, you wouldn't have won Riffing Rainbow.
No, as much as I overwork myself, I don't think I can take these things off completely. I love you guys too much, everyone out there.
Yay.
And shameless self-promotion, tune into the Cheaping Friendship Magic podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Okay, I'm done.
1 minute.
Yes. Ace, thank you for co-hosting this with me again. Thank you for making chaos with me.
Always. Anytime.
Yeah. And of course, Argembarger, thank you for writing us another masterpiece, and thank you for being willing to work in these panels for every convention and for ones to come.
I'm willing to collab with you guys for 4 sextillion and 170.
He tried.
All right, then.
He tried.
Thank you, everyone, for coming, right?
Yes, thank you for coming. Follow Simul, follow Pirate Dash, follow Kevin, follow Forward Progress, follow Argembarger, follow Ace, follow me, I guess, and follow at RiffPonies on Twitter. Go to all of those Twitter addresses and buy things from the vendor hall. Keep watching PonyFest. Keep supporting all online conventions. We love you all. Thank you.
And have a good night.
Come on, guys. Enjoy the rest of the con.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and Fuff.
Fuff.
Yes, let's not forget.